Hello, my dear students. I welcome you all on your own YouTube channel for the Scratch programming. So, students, today we will be learning in detail the functionality of the looks block. So, it is our 7th topic and it is the second block that we are going to study. So, students, what do you think that look block would be doing for us? Well, you know that look means the appearance of the sprite as well as the appearance of the stage. So it would be providing us the blocks to work with the appearance of the sprite and the stage. Okay, so we will start the practical session now, and at the end of the presentation we will jot down the points that we have learned. So watch the video till end. This is the Scratch interface. So this was the first blocks, that motion blocks we have studied it in the previous class, and these are the looks blocks. Okay, students, in total there are 16 stack blocks. You can see the structure of the blocks, the space at the top and this bump at the bottom. So these are stack blocks. So in total there are 16 stack blocks and 3 report blocks. So they would be reporting some information to us. So let's see the functionality one by one. So this is our sprite. Okay, so it says hello for 2 seconds, means this white area can be edited, the text area can be edited, and this time also. So if we want our sprite to speak something for particular time, for particular duration, then we would be using this. Okay, for example, like this. So this bubble will stay here for only 2 seconds. Okay, if we want to say something for indefinite time, means time is not fixed, so whatever it will say, it will be kept on the stage for the long time. Okay, or until we change it. Now let's see the next. It is thinking. We want to show that it is thinking something, and that too for 2 seconds. And if we want to show it's thinking for the indefinite time, we can change. So all this text area can be edited. Okay, so these are stack blocks. You just see we are stacking it. I hope you are clear with these 4 blocks. So let's move to the next. So if we want to show and if we want to hide, like our sprite is visible on the stage, it's shown, and it is hidden now. Now we want to show, want to hide. So this is the function of these 2 blocks. Okay, now let's take this. It would be easy for us to work with the help of this flag block or this hat block. So if we want to switch the costume, you just see we have chosen one sprite and we have got 2 costumes of this sprite. Just see, like it is in some motion. Okay, now if we want to switch the costume, like we have 2 costumes, its name is also there, costume 1 and costume 2. Let's go back to the script area. Now costume 1 and costume 2. It's not clear now. Let me make it more clear. If I'll just take forever block, means it will keep rotating, and I'll go back to the looks block and I choose the costume 1 and insert weights of 0.2 seconds. 0.2 second, it's costume 1 and costume 2. Now let's see. You see? Got it? So if we want to switch the costume, for example, if I choose any other sprite for, let's see, butterfly, how many costumes? It has 2 costumes. Okay, so if I want to switch between these 2 costumes, I will go in the script area, just pick up the event block, control block, just pick up this forever block and wait block. Now come to the looks block. I'll pick up this and I'll pick up this. Just choose the butterfly A and butterfly B. Let's see. I have added the time. Wait time is 0.1 second. So it's quickly changing between 1 and 2. You see, our butterfly is moving. Got it? So this is how we can switch between the costumes. Now next is next costume. So we studied about the next costume. We had 2 costumes in serial order. So if we want to switch between 1 and 2, it will be done. And this is another way of doing the same. If I want to switch the costume 1 and 2, okay, So it is doing the same function for us. Let me put this in the forever block. Let's see how it works. Got it? But for example, if you have number of costumes 1 2 3 4 5, for example, you have 5 costumes and you want to switch from 1 to 3 and 3 to directly 5, and then 5 to 2 and 2 to 4. So you can't do it with this because it will be working in serial order 1 2 3 4 5 5 and then 1 2 3 4 5. So if you want to switch randomly, then you will be requiring these. Okay, so if you want to switch in the serial order between the costumes, so you will be just choosing the next. And if you want to choose the particular sprite or the particular costume of the sprite, then you will be choosing this. The name will appear here like 1, and directly you will choose a third if it has that number of costumes. So I hope you are clear with it, with these two, that switch the costume and then next costume. Okay, switching means switching to the random number. And let's see the next. Change the backdrop. Backdrop means the backgrounds. So we have just this one background of the black and white. It's one backdrop. Okay, so backdrop only one is selected. So name of this backdrop is backdrop 1. Let's choose more backdrops. Let's choose this road. Okay, I have got 2 backdrops now. Let me choose one more. So I have got 1 2 and 3 backdrops. Okay, now go to the script area. See, I have chosen, my stage is selected, so backdrops are appearing here. When my sprite will be selected, then costume will appear here. Costume means the different appearance of the sprite. So we are here. Let's go to the script area. Now I want to change the backdrop 1. Then let me put one wait time here, and let me choose the switch to the next backdrop. Then wait for 0.2 second and switch to the backdrop. Let's put this in the forever block. You see, got it? The next is change color effect by 25. Student, it has many options. The first one is color, second is fisheye, third is well, and fourth is pixelate, mosaic, brightness and ghost. So we can change all these options, whatever we will select here. So first was color. If I choose the color, it will change the color effect. If I'll put this in the forever block, it would be easy for you to understand. Got it? So now let's change the fisheye effect. Got it? Now next is whirl. Got it? Now next is pixelate. It's gone. So now next is mosaic. Got it? This happens in the Tom and Jerry or in other shows. Brightness. It brightness increased so much that it just gone, like go. Just gone. Now next is ghost. It's almost similar. So now you understood, if we want to change the effects, all these 6 effects, if we want to change to some percentage, we can change using this block. Now the next is set the effects. So all the 6 effects that we just saw here, this option would change it and this option would set it. If we want to fix the color, if we want to fix the other effects to some percentage, so we can use it. Like color effect, I would change it to 5, then it is settled. For example, I want to change it to 15. This is fixed now. See, I have kept it in a forever block, but it's not changing because the color is fixed. This has fixed the value. Okay, so we can't change it. All right, so forever block will not work on this because it is fixed, the value is fixed. When it is changing, then it can show some effects. If we want to set the value for the fisheye, got it, this much it will change. Let me give it 25 value. Whenever it will be executed, it will execute to this percentage. Got it? Like other blocks in the similar, for example, pixelate, so it will change to this much percentage only. Like brightness, let me stop it and then execute. Now let's see brightness. See, got it? So I hope you are clear with this also. Now clear the graphic effect. Graphic means the appearance only. All the graphical effect that we have applied on this will be gone. Got it? So this is done. Now change the effect by 10 or 5 or whatever you want to give. So I want to give 5. So it will change the size by 5. 5 value means it will increase. Then let's put it in a loop. Got it? Now the size has come to this big. Now I want to set size to the 100%, means to the original size. Then we can execute this directly. For example, our sprite has changed to a big percentage, so we can directly put this at the end and it will come back to the original size. Now students, we have another block with us. Go in front, go to front. So go to front, how it will work? Let's choose one more sprite here. Let it be this. Let's this football is on the top and I want my cat to come in front. Got it? So you are clear with these blocks, stack blocks. So this is our report blocks. It would be reporting these values. Okay, let's see how this works. If I want my sprite to report the costume name, so it would be reporting it, costume 1. If I want my costume to say the backdrop name of the backdrop, so it's backdrop 1. Let me choose other backdrop. If I choose this, now if I want my sprite to name the backdrop, so let's see what it tells, blue sky. Okay, now I want my backdrop to tell the size, its size, so its size is blue sky and 100%. Let me increase the size. Now let's execute it. Got it? So I hope students you are clear with the functionality of the looks block today. Let's jot down the points that we have learned today. So the functionality of the looks block is, looks block control what your sprite and backdrop look like. So it deals with the appearance of the backdrop and the sprite. Blocks, this look blocks used for displaying the text for fixed period of time and for indefinitely, so that you have seen. Blocks for showing and hiding the sprite, so we want to show or hide the sprite, we can use it. Now fourth is blocks for switching the costume and backdrop, so we just saw that how to switch between these two. So I hope students you have liked the video and you have learned a lot about looks block. So the next would be the sound blocks. So keep watching, keep practicing. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. and press the bell icon for the notifications. I wish you all the best and God bless you all.